What if the greatest aviation mystery of all time wasn't just an accident? What if everything we thought we knew about Amelia Earhart's final flight was wrong? Prepare to have your perceptions challenged as we dive into the chilling and unexplained details surrounding one of history's most baffling disappearances. Imagine being 20,000 feet in the air, miles from civilization, and then nothing. That was the terrifying reality of Amelia Earhart's last known moments. Her disappearance isn't just a historical footnote, it's an enduring riddle that continues to haunt us. Today, we will meticulously piece together the fragments of her final journey, seeking answers to a mystery that refuses to die. On July 2, 1937, Amelia Earhart vanished. One moment she was soaring through the skies, a pioneer on the cusp of history, the next, silence. For nearly a century, her disappearance has baffled experts and ignited countless theories. What truly happened on that fateful flight, and could the answers still be out there? Amelia Earhart was not just a pilot. She was a symbol. Born in 1897 in Atchison, Kansas, she grew up fascinated by adventure, breaking away from the expectations placed upon women of her time. In 1920, a single plane ride changed her life forever. As the aircraft lifted off, Amelia felt something deep within her awaken. She would later say, "As soon as we left the ground, I knew I myself had to fly." From that moment, she dedicated herself to aviation, fighting through financial struggles, gender barriers, and a society that often doubted her. In 1928, she became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, not as a pilot, but as a passenger. Yet Amelia wasn't satisfied with just being along for the ride. 4 years later, in 1932, she made history again, becoming the first woman to fly solo nonstop across the Atlantic Ocean. Earhart became a household name, inspiring a generation of women to push beyond boundaries. She was more than an aviator, she was an icon of courage, independence, and ambition. By 1937, Amelia had set her sights on her greatest challenge yet, circumnavigating the globe. This wasn't just about records, it was about pushing human limits. She believed this journey would prove that aviation was the future, a bridge connecting the world. Her aircraft, the Lockheed Electra 10E, was a sleek twin-engine plane specially designed for long-distance flying. Alongside her navigator, Fred Noonan, Amelia set off in June of that year, beginning a journey that would cover nearly 29,000 miles. For weeks, the world followed their progress with fascination. They faced turbulent weather, dangerous routes, and grueling hours in the cockpit. And yet, Amelia pressed forward with determination. But the most dangerous leg was yet to come, the flight from Lae, New Guinea to Howland Island, a tiny speck in the Pacific Ocean. It was a flight of over 2,500 miles, across vast open water, with no room for error. For weeks, the world followed their progress with fascination. They faced turbulent weather, dangerous routes, and grueling hours in the cockpit. And yet, Amelia pressed forward with determination. The most dangerous leg was yet to come, the flight from Lae, New Guinea to Howland Island, a tiny speck in the Pacific Ocean. It was a flight of over 2,500 miles, across vast open water, with no room for error. On the morning of July 2, 1937, Amelia and Fred Noonan took off from La. Radio transmissions between Earhart and the U.S. Coast Guard ship Itasca, stationed near Howland Island, began strong but grew weaker as the hours passed. Her final words, transmitted at 8:43 a.m., were chilling in their simplicity. "We are running north and south." Then, nothing. Silence. Despite an unprecedented search effort involving ships, planes, and even destroyers scouring thousands of miles of ocean, no trace of Amelia Earhart or her plane was ever found. In the decades since, theories about her fate have multiplied. The most accepted explanation is the crash and sink theory, that Amelia and Fred simply ran out of fuel and plunged into the Pacific. But the complete lack of wreckage has always left doubts. Another possibility is the Nikumaroro hypothesis. Some believe Amelia landed on this remote island, surviving for days or weeks before ultimately succumbing. Artifacts, including a piece of aircraft aluminum and skeletal remains, have fueled this theory. Others suggest darker possibilities. One theory claims she was captured by the Japanese after crashing near the Marshall Islands, accused of being a spy, and executed. Some even speculate she was secretly brought back to the United States under a new identity. And then there are those who believe Amelia staged her disappearance to live a private life away from fame. While far-fetched, the mystery's enduring grip makes even the most unlikely ideas hard to dismiss entirely. Amelia Earhart's disappearance is more than just a historical puzzle. It's a story that continues to resonate because it speaks to something universal, the tension between human ambition and the unknown. She wasn't just lost in the Pacific. She was lost to history, transformed into a symbol of bravery and mystery all at once. Every new lead, every expedition to the islands of the Pacific, every piece of potential evidence sparks renewed hope that the truth may one day surface. But until then, her story remains an unsolved archive, a haunting reminder that some of history's most important figures vanish not just from the world, but into legend. Amelia Earhart once said, "The most effective way to do it is to do it." She lived those words, pushing boundaries at every turn. And even in her disappearance, she challenges us still to question, to search, and to dream. What really happened on July 2, 1937? Was it a tragic accident or something far more complex? Until the ocean gives up its secrets, Amelia Earhart's fate will remain one of history's greatest mysteries, a puzzle forever etched into the unsolved archives.